You, me, JRPG Historia Future Perfect. Let's do this. Time Captain Evan.
I'm here, and so is Stowaway Matthew.
Yeah, Space Core Master and Virtual Stowaway. Still present.
Choo-choo.
We're about to go into Blight Town.
Uh-oh.
So here's the thing about Blight Town. Blight Town is a very difficult area. But when you know the way through it, you can really cut some corners. So let's see how successful I am. Sometimes me trying to cut corners just results in me dying. We'll see how it goes.
Is that not the story of life?
I mean... Oh fuck, now that you mention it. Oh jeez, I probably should have leveled up. Okay. It's all good. Oh, get out of my way. Alright. Straight down.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of...
Yeah. Got a lot of soul juice.
Is that what the technical term is in the Dark Souls hardcore community?
What, soul juice? Yeah.
Soul juice, yeah. Alright.
I'd like to point out, and I'm sure we'll touch on this again when Evan gets to the end of the game, but to perfectly describe how Evan played, like how Evan did on his first playthrough, the thing that capsulated the moment was when he was going down to the very last area, and you're supposed to have Kingseeker Frampt, who you'll meet later if you've never played Dark Souls. He's supposed to kind of tuck you in his mouth like a mom cat would its kitten, and then it will pick you up and then lower you way down and place you. Evan fell in the hole that Kingseeker Frampt resides in. So instead of being lowered down by this gigantic long-necked dragon thing, it's just it's the same animation, but there's just nothing there. So Evan literally stumbles ass backwards into the final area of the game.
It's true. It was pretty there's actually a Twitch. If you go to our Twitch page, Twitch TV /Aeronaut you can see shit. See, that's the sort of thing that can happen sometimes. You can actually see the clip that we made of me stumbling ass backwards into it. It's pretty good. It's a pretty glorious cap to that whole thing.
It's just...
It's delightful.
It really is.
Oh boy. Alright. Come on. These are fire dogs. I'm pretty sure that's their official name.
Yeah.
They're dogs that shoot fire out of their mouths.
They're little dicks, is what they are.
Yeah, they shoot fire, and it's a bad scene. There are also a lot of enemies in this area with blow darts that poison you.
Well, that's shitty.
Yeah. Or maybe they curse you?
No, I think it's poison.
Not the dogs.
I still remember
frogs curse you.
Yeah. God damn it.
Do you guys remember when you went down that one tree?
Oh god, don't remind the fucking lake.
Fireballs.
Yeah.
Evan, the fireballs. Use fireballs. Oh my god, remember the lake though? How nothing was there?
Yeah, that was really... it looked really pretty.
Yeah, the dragon head is what you got out.
Probably one of the prettiest areas. I guess I'm glad I got the dragon head for the end of the game when I celebrated.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, Evan, I actually have a question because I just don't know the answer. You start up right at in the fire camp. Was it I forget what the first place is called.
Asylum.
No, the first place you get to in this area.
Oh, the
Firekeeper Shrine?
I don't... Let's say that's it.
Whatever the first place you get dropped off by the crow is. You can turn right around and go straight down.
Oh, Firelink Shrine.
Firelink Shrine, that's
okay.
what it is. Sorry. You could turn around and go straight down to the Giants graveyard, Tomb of the Giants, and Nito is down there and everything. Could you just first thing you do is go fight Gravelord Nito?
No, because you need to You need to ring the bells, and you need to get the Lord Vessel,
Oh, okay.
and then that unlocks these big fog gates that prevent you from getting to any of the four, like, last boss guys.
Okay.
You can go down the Tomb of the Giants up to a point, but you'd be walled off.
Okay.
Which would have been
Makes-
very frustrating if I had continued, because the very first time I ever played Dark Souls, when it came out, I thought that was the way I had to go. And it was
Yeah.
just me banging my head against those skeletons for, like, ever.
Who are really hard to kill when you're that level.
Yeah. And they don't stay dead.
No. No. Unless you have a holy weapon, which it's impossible for you to have that early on.
I'm sure someone knows a way to get a holy weapon. You fucking
I'm sure.
backwards roll into a ditch and quit, restart the game. There is one point in this playthrough where I will deliberately quit and restart the game.
Oh, the dragon.
The Seath,
Yeah.
the
Scaleless
fight,
dragon.
which, yeah, it'll be interesting.
Once you found out about that exploit, you really like to start using it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's not fair.
exactly.
Evan likes to break video games.
I like to break this video game. Because it's fucking breaking me.
Seems only fair, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
How ironic when the game isn't fair.
I don't think that's irony.
It's a coincidence. That's what irony is.
I will admit that at a certain point I sort of lose sight of what irony actually is. I just know that if someone calls something ironic, it's probably not.
Yeah, well,
I'm
that
just
was
waiting for,
ironic,
yeah.
to be honest.
I'm waiting for Webster's dictionary to change the definition of ironic to something that also is not ironic, just like the definition of literal is now no longer literal. It
Yeah,
is-
it's also figurative.
Yeah, but see, like, I usually don't have an issue with, like, words getting changed,
Mm-hmm.
but when you're changing the definition of a word to the exact opposite of what that word originally meant,
Yeah.
that's a line you're crossing that is just it's just the worst.
Okay, so I should be able to make this fall, I think. Yeah, okay. That skips a lot. There's a bonfire right in here.
Does the butcher still show up, or is that only the first playthrough?
I don't remember what you're talking about, so I bet it's
Well,
only
we're
the
about to
first
find
playthrough.
out in 2 seconds anyway.
Hmm.
It's like the fake invasion that happens.
Oh, no. No, that doesn't happen.
Okay. Yeah, because it would have happened right there. Alright.
Alright, now we gotta go fight, Queelag.
Do you think you could take her down first try?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that.
How do you usually handle her sister?
Her sister, I don't kill her.
Okay.
Because, in fact, I'm part of her covenant.
Okay.
Because being part of her covenant means that I can skip a whole boss and a bunch of the lead up to the Bed of Chaos.
The Bed of Chaos.
Yeah. The Bed of Chaos is the worst boss in Dark Souls.
Oh, isn't that the one where you don't like attack her traditionally? You
Yeah,
have to
it's
do,
the gimmick boss of Dark
yeah,
Souls.
yeah.
And
And you
it's-
just get to skip her.
I mean, I can't. I can skip the boss before that.
Oh, okay.
Which
Boss?
boss is that?
It is the centipede. It's the one that I made the joke about how
the
it was
lava
just
centipede.
it was just like they forgot to finalize the title of the.
Yeah, it was
Lava
called like
centipede.
Demon Centipede or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Hold on, gotta cure my poison. It's not like poison really deals that much damage to me anymore. Look at how slow it's going down because of how much health I have. I could use. I think I'm going to use Power Within.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
Iron Flesh.
No, not Iron Flesh.
That'll cripple your movement. Probably too much for this fight.
Yeah, because this fight you have to move around a little because she's fast and she has this lava attack that's pretty rough. But we'll see how fast I can kill her with this two-handed. It shouldn't take very long. The Chaos Witch. $781.
Sad
Doesn't seem
backstory
so
to
bad.
Queelag.
Hmm?
I said she doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, you know, you just gotta be aware. That lava can really chew through you if you're not careful.
Yeah.
She has
As
a
lava
couple
does.
Yeah, she has a couple attacks that are a little hard to...
She also has a devastating backstory.
Yeah.
What is it?
As many of the characters do.
Basically the reason that she is turned like this is because her, it was something like her mother was marrying somebody who she didn't like. Basically, she was protecting her sister.
Aw.
Yeah, see, that's one of the attacks you gotta watch out for. I just thought I had her.
She was protecting her little sister, who Evan can show us soon, from dying, like being caught up in like this horrible death, and in turn, she got turned into like this horribly disfigured spider thing. And now she's like distrustful of everybody, so anybody that even steps foot in her lair, she thinks is going to try to kill her sister.
Yep. One of the weird things about Dark Souls in terms of story, I don't think this game has a compelling story.
No.
That's a level of fanaticism that even I cannot fathom.
I just like, it's not the best story just because you have to search for it. Like,
yeah, see, that's the
thing. A lot
thing.
of people would have you believe.
The way it is presented is sort of novel in that a lot of it's told through item descriptions. Like if you get a key, if you want to know the backstory on a certain zone of the map, it'll probably be in the item description for the key. Which is sort of a weird way of doing it, and I think a more interesting way of doing it than just having like a codec. I've talked briefly before, I think, on the podcast about how much I fucking hate codecs in video games, because it's just the laziest. Like, it's basically acknowledgement that you shouldn't care about this stuff, because they didn't put it in the story you have to view.
I mean, it worked great in Final Fantasy 13. It really saved me some time digging through all that stuff to make sense of basic background facts.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's a good game, you know?
No.
We're gonna have to play that.
Yep, we're gonna have to play all of them. I was thinking we'll play those chronologically. We'll start with the first Final Fantasy, and then hopefully by the time we're done with those, the latest Final Fantasy game will actually be good.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think we should work backwards, starting with Lightning Returns.
Okay.
So as soon as that game comes out, we'll play through it. And then just work our way backwards.
Right, it's just I don't want to...
In a sense, they would get generally better.
Well, here's the problem with that, is that I don't want to review this game on JRPG Historia Future Perfect, and I'm gonna bet I don't want to play it a second time right after I'm done reviewing it.
Right, no, see, that's why I think you should.
Oh, because you want to see me suffer.
Yes, that's why I'm here. I didn't sign up for this to watch you have fun.
That's true. I sometimes get the sense that I could basically pitch any idea to you, and you'd be like, sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah. Like once I suggested that you be my EVE Online co-pilot, and you were like, yeah, sure.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me when, man.
I don't have the subscription anymore.
Did you see
hear
like
about
EVE
that
Online
crazy...
had its biggest fight?
Yeah. Yeah, I really,
Just the way that they literally trap everybody in a bubble where time is slowed down.
It's a very enticing thing. I just wish they had a legal way to get those credits into real money. I understand that there are a bunch of reasons they can't do that involve, like, the people who make EVE Online being viewed as a bank and, like, a bunch of weird tax stuff. But man, that would really give me the drive to be like... I need to fucking be a... Because I think I'm crafty
sure there's
enough.
other less savory ways.
I think if I could just call the shots, if there was somebody doing all of the mechanical stuff that's playing EVE Online proficiently, and I just got to sit back and be like a scoundrel, I think I could probably make a pretty good go of it. But, I don't know, that game, I feel like not enough people realize how good that game looks.
Yeah.
Like, while I was playing it, EVE Online looks fucking beautiful. And it's such a weird thing to consider. But it's really... Like, when you compare... EVE Online's been around for like a decade now.
Yeah.
you compare how that looks to how World of Warcraft looks after a decade.
Yeah.
It's just like they've really gone above and beyond in updating that thing graphically, because it looks pretty top notch right now for 2014.
I'm trying to think of any
World of
idea
Warcraft
that you
could have scaled worse. Like, I think one of the smarter things in that game is that they made the art style a little.
Sure,
You know.
it doesn't look like a modern game.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh God.
What's this about?
Okay. You're supposed to answer yes there, and that's how you're able to get to that bonfire. Because I accidentally buttoned past and selected no, I cannot get to that bonfire.
I mean, you could
Very
kill
nice.
him.
I don't know how that would monkey with my Covenant allegiance.
That would not make her happy.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna elect to use this one down here. This is gonna make things longer in the long run, though, because I'm gonna have to warp. Gonna have to warp somewhere pretty far away. Because
I don't think it would really hurt your Covenant that much though. Due to the fact that he could just. Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, I mean, if I don't break out of the Covenant by killing him, then I'll gladly do it.
Right. Do you know his name off anything by hand?
Pustule, man.
Yeah.
Is he from Booger Man initially?
Yeah. He's a Cronenberg, like in that episode of Rick and Morty.
That's a pretty dark ending, huh?
Yeah, if people aren't watching Rick and Morty, you should
that.
be doing that.
Yeah.
It's a good show. They managed to do something darker than the 5th episode.
In a different way.
Yeah. Still pretty fucking dark. Really. It does not end on a note of relief either.
Yeah. Not even the good things that happen in that carry over.
Yeah.
That's the best part. Oh.
It's a pretty miserable existence for those characters, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
At that stage. It's really just there's not enough good mean humor on television.
I think I've heard it's actually doing better in some demographics than Community, so it's almost certainly going to be
I hear it's doing better in all demographics, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So this is another gimmick boss. You can fight this boss normally, but the way you should fight him is you let him roll up on you a little bit here. Going to right.
Oh yeah, ceaseless discharge.
Yeah. Ooh, hope he doesn't.
Oh, are you gonna do his
Yeah, I'm gonna do his thing. Let him roll up a little bit closer. Come on, roll up. Okay, whatever. I'll just hope this works. Yeah, you run over here, and then you can basically one-shot him. It's not a one-shot anymore, though, because of the scaling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's weird. You get his health down to 3/4 of its left, and then that last hit drains the rest of it.
There's no penalty to the Covenant if you kill him.
Great. I'm doing that right when I kill the ceaseless discharge.
I want you to equip a really weak weapon just to make this like a really sad moment, so you can see how he'll try to fight you.
I don't think I have any weak weapons, but we'll see. Sorry, I'm a little too good.
Or just like kick him.
My armor's pretty cool though. It's pretty rad armor. I sometimes forget I'm playing as a woman when I play this game.
Yeah, well, you look like a really ugly woman because you're fucking hollowed. So.
Yeah, that's also part of it. There we go. Ceaseless discharge, you are no more.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That was turning into a big problem.
I think we were all pretty worried about what the ceaseless discharge meant for this universe. So I'm glad we have it out of the way now.
Homeward Bone.
Alright.
Big Hat.
What, you're not down with Big Hat?
I'm not down with Big Hat.
Alright, let's do some leveling. I'm gonna put another into resistance.
While you're leveling, I'm going to give Matthew the actual lore to Quelaag since he asked, and
Okay.
I
I see.
gave like a shit answer. So, Quelaag is one of the daughters of the Witch of Izalith.
Okay, he
And,
lost me.
She,
Hold on, wait.
she-
This is how he's trying to attack me.
Mhm.
It's just
Ugh. That's slightly more effective than I was anticipating.
Yeah, also, beware when you kill him, because he'll bust open and he might infect you with eggs.
Okay, here, well, I want to see what other weapons I have. I should kill him with my shield. I'm gonna kill him with my shield. Kill him with this knight shield. Yeah, you can roll around with 2 shields in this game. If that's your thing.
If that's your thing, does it work?
Yeah, look, I can hit him with this shield.
I guess. You're doing some damage.
Doing a little.
In a sense, yeah. I've seen someone beat the first boss at level 1 with their fists only. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm sure you... I wonder if I could do that. I think I might
well,
be able to.
it took a very long time. Like,
Oh, yeah. I know it would, I'm just... I'd like to see if I could do that. That would be a good challenge.
Sure, man.
Come on, hey, whoa. Get off me, dude. Oh no, you're really gonna get me. Oh wait, I have these 20 life restoring potions.
So, anyway, back to, Quelaag.
Sure.
The, Quelaag, her sister, her brother, and, were all trying to get away from the Bed of Chaos, basically, because, their mom, the Witch of Izalith, created the Bed of Chaos by accident. By accident. And, then he started to turn everybody into demons, so they tried to get away, but, the 3 of them were at least affected. The brother is the Ceaseless Discharge. And
Naturally.
then Quelaag and Quelaag's sister were infected from the, like, waist down as those spiders, and, the sister, she was sick, she was, like, infected by parasites, and if Evan turns to the right, you'll see her on the wall. And that's why
There she
Quelaag
is.
wanted to protect her, is because she was so sick.
Oh, okay.
She's cool
That's
with me now. I gave her so much humanity, she let me enter her covenant and open that shortcut.
Yeah, even though you killed her sister.
Well, that was unavoidable. Look, obviously I would love it if I could kill no one in Dark Souls, if they were all just cool with me and I could
You
stroll
go for a
through.
no-kill run, just
Yeah.
tranquilizers the whole time.
God, I wish. Someone should just put Solid Snake in Dark Souls.
Man, Ground Zeroes comes out in like about a month and a half.
Yeah. I don't know about that game.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
I just read some of those previews, and a lot of the things I was worried about sounded like they were true.
With Kiefer Sutherland or
Like Kiefer Sutherland, and also it being like Splinter Cell.
Oh, really?
Because I really don't like Splinter Cell. Like at all. I just find it just interminably boring.
Yeah, I played through like 4 levels of Blacklist and was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I played through more of it than that. I played a lot of Blacklist. Like, I felt like I was getting close to the end, and I just gave up. I really tried.
There's nothing that, like, I tried to play a lot of Conviction, which apparently a lot of people like, and that didn't even really do it for me.
Yeah, I kind of liked Conviction, but I liked it when I didn't have to play like Splinter Cell. When it was just kind of this weird action-y thing. The mark and execute and the business. But yeah, like as a stealth game, it's never really appealed to me.
Yeah, I don't know. From what I could see from the trailer, it looked like Metal Gear. If it was sort of like more Peace Walker-y.
Yeah, I'm just going based on a couple previews I read.
Oh, okay.
With people, like there was specifically the IGN preview was saying like, I'm worried about this game because it is like Splinter Cell and not like Metal Gear. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with like, I think a lot of my enjoyment of stealth games has to do with sort of battlefield awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Metal Gear, and this is admittedly less true of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
It's a lot more pulled back. Like, you get a much grander scope of sort of all of the different pieces and how they're moving than you ever do in Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell, it always feels like one guy sort of moving his way through this shit, dealing with each obstacle as they come. I like old Radar Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
That's my
Well,
thing.
I felt to a degree Metal Gear Solid 4 was more or less like 3.
It's definitely, it's just more moving in that direction. Like, it's still,
Yeah.
I really like the stealth in Metal Gear Solid 4, but,
Yeah.
and like, Metal Gear Solid, it's just Splinter Cell is so sort of brainlessly, like, militaristic.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear
Well, I doubt
Oh,
Kojima will ever go
Jesus
that way, at least.
Christ.
What's wrong with this fungus?
I've never seen that happen in this game before.
Oh man.
Do you know that?
I thought that was like a bad thing.
Seeing that happen was like if you knew someone for like 8 years and then you suddenly found out they were a Holocaust denier. Like that's what. Like I thought I knew Dark Souls, and then that happened.
Right.
Like I've beaten this game like 6 times. Oh. Oh,
remember how I said you could get infected by his ex?
No, I do. I do.
It's pretty good.
Certainly not gonna forget it now. Boy. Oh,
So
that's
you
right.
can't-
Yeah, I can just go up through the New Londo ruins, and then that gets me to Light Town.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Wait, does that mean I can just skip the Gaping Dragon?
Maybe.
Fuck, I think that means I can skip the Gaping Dragon. That takes a lot of time off of my playthrough. I'm a Dark Souls speedrunner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's my thing now.
That's pretty cool.
I should become a speedrunner for a game no one's speedrunning, so it's not that hard.
I think there's at least one person speedrunning something.
I should be a spy fiction speedrunner.
I don't think that counts.
What, spy fiction isn't a video game?
Isn't that just, from what I could tell, isn't that just spy fiction?
No, that's a sweary game.
Oh.
It's like Swery's Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, is it any good?
I never played it.
Okay, I didn't know it existed. I didn't know Swery had made other games.
I'm pretty sure yeah, Swery also I think was behind Michigan Report from Hell, which is the like first person found footage camera survival horror game before that was a thing.
Right.
Like in movies.
Right, yeah. I remember that a little.
Alright.
That's odd.
Okay, I need to reorient myself. I need to go to Anor Londo, which is... Right. How do I get this off of me?
I don't want you to yet.
I mean, does it have any negative effects?
No.
I think that means it does, and you're just not telling
I mean,
me.
it has a negative effect that doesn't affect you in any way at this point in the playthrough.
Well, that's encouraging.
I'll let you know what the negative effect is if it's something you need to worry about.
Okay.
Oh, he did Flower, Sun, and Rain.
Yeah.
That's a weird game.
Their Deadly Premonition their license plates in that game that say spy fiction.
Nice. Were you saying something about Metal Gear Solid?
I don't know. That doesn't sound like something I'd talk about.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about how I'm worried about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Talking about how spy fiction is like Swery's Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. It's just something happened right before the bug fell on your face, and now you have a bug on your face.
Yeah.
I mean, a bug
Do
didn't fall on
you
his
guys
face, his
remember
face
those
was now
weird-
hatched.
Those weird commercials before Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yeah, no. That's a great part of Metal
Much
Gear
of my
Solid
favorite
4.
part of the game, outside of the ending.
You can change the channel.
There's just that interview of David Hayter, and the lady just keeps asking him questions that don't relate.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
There's a cooking show.
Yeah,
A gun ad.
yeah. It's
It's good stuff. That game's
Parts.
good.
Yeah.
That game's beautifully fucked. It's really a virtuoso effort. Okay, I need to get over here. So basically, I'm gonna let people in on why this is gonna be a shitty run. I might not be able to. In fact, I almost certainly won't be able to do this in 5 episodes.
Oh.
I forgot to lower the elevator,
Uh-oh.
which gives me a. So I'm already about halfway there, as I've been talking. But I forgot to lower this elevator that serves as a shortcut.
Oh shit!
What?
No, I just remembered what you were talking about. Yeah, that's
It's really not that big a deal. I'm practically there.
No, I know. It just makes it. Well, will you have the Lord? No, you have to go all the way back up to get the Lord Vessel. That's right.
Well, you have to go to Anor Londo to get the Lord Vessel.
Right. But then you have to give it to Framp to get it to work. Yeah.
I mean, you can warp before that.
Oh, really?
You can warp back to the... As long as you're holding the Lord Vessel, you can warp.
Oh, okay.
I remember, because last time I played through this game, I went all the way through the Tomb of Giants without giving the Lord Vessel to Framp. So I couldn't...
Right.
It was frustrating. Ugh. Yeah, see, it wasn't even a bug that fell on my head. That's the other thing, Matthew. It was just... They planted the eggs, like... when I was fighting that enemy like a couple minutes ago, and my head just exploded.
Okay.
That's why I was so frightened and disillusioned.
Understood.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't be fighting dudes. I'd be crying or something.
Ah! No, that was a kick. That didn't really
Didn't do much.
get out of my face.
You guys ever play No More Heroes?
Yeah, I tried playing both a while
Okay.
ago, and it did not tickle my fancy
Okay.
so much.
Just wondering.
I don't know. I don't know about Suda, man.
Yeah. That's a fair position, I'd say.
I don't have any elaboration, just I don't know.
Mhm.
Killer is Dead seemed pretty vile. I hear people like Killer 7,
Mhm.
but I wonder how much of that is liking Killer 7 and how much of that, oh, weird GameCube game. And I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Shadows of the Damned.
Taste my big boner.
Shadows of the Damned. You know, it's just like...
Damn it.
It's not even... That was just such an inexplicably beloved game. Like, it's not... Even if you separate it from all of that humor stuff, which I don't think really ever works, like, just the gameplay of it feels so shoddy.
Right.
Is that the elevator you were talking about?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one underneath Quelaag.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, wait, didn't you just do that, so now it won't take forever?
I mean, I'm using this. I just got that elevator activated, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Now I have to run over to Sen's Fortress.
Oh.
Sen's Fortress ain't that big a deal.
Okay.
Anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when you know what's
What's up?
It's just a trap dungeon, like it's so when you know where all the traps are, it's pretty straightforward, you know. You
Gotcha.
just gotta dodge all the traps, just be a badass, and good things will come. And my Dark Souls character is a lot like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street. We have similar ethos.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I still like that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I after a while, I just stopped thinking about it because I couldn't come to any sort of conclusive. I was just like, yeah, let's just stick that in the vault.
I mean,
As
if,
Finn
I guess
Newman might
my
say.
rule is if a movie presents itself as a comedy and I like guffaw, then it can't be that bad.
Sure, I mean,
I can't. That doesn't happen to me that much.
I just don't know that it. I don't know that it presents itself as a comedy as much as people seem to. I feel like if that were true, then the ending wouldn't make any sort of sense. Because there's
Yeah.
nothing comedic about, like, the last 30 to 40 minutes of that movie.
It's true.
I think it's supposed to be a satire. Or at least, like, supposed to be commenting on that stuff in a grand sense. And I don't think it does a great job of doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that Quaalude scene is pretty good.
It seems really good.
It's just so, like, the length of the scene.
Yeah, it's really how long it goes. It's how, like, the camera, it occasionally, like, cuts to a different angle of him trying to get down the stairs or, like, crawl.
And then it shows, like, the one position from the bottom, the sub shows the stairs is, like, 5 times as many stairs as
Yeah.
actually are.
And then it's just, like, him shouting unintelligibly at Jonah Hill for a really long time.
Get off the phone!
Yeah.
And he fucking snorts the cocaine like Popeye. Look, there's good stuff in The Wolf of Wall Street. For sure. I just don't...
I mean, if you're gonna reference the cocaine, though, you have to... It's in the first aid kit.
Yeah, it's... That's also a good detail. It's just, I think it... Perhaps... I don't know what it's trying to say beyond, like, excess is excessive.
Yeah, it's been muddled.
But, you know, maybe that's fine. Or maybe it's not. I just stopped thinking about it, like I said. And I've been a lot happier ever since.
I enjoyed the movie. I don't...
Oh, I did too. That's the issue, is that I really enjoyed it while I was watching it, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't know if that's a good movie. And,
I think it's a movie that while you're watching it, you can have fun watching it.
yeah, it's fun, but
Which I think is impressive. You know, like, I'm not saying I love it. I'd probably give it, like, a B.
Right.
I think
I'd
you're
totally
spot on as
go
far
for,
as, like...
chop an hour off that movie, though, because 3 hours for any movie, I think, is just too long.
I think it sustains it okay, though. Like,
yeah, I think
I was never checking my watch, which...
I was.
No.
That's the thing. Like, my whole
Oh,
thing is, like,
okay.
a movie is too long when I have to check my phone a couple times and be like, is this even close?
Yeah, I don't have as many hang-ups with that, though, because, like, I mean, look, you cannot think Magnolia is one of the best movies and have a problem with that, because Magnolia is the king of
It's
that.
really long, yeah.
Magnolia is the king of long movies that sort of are in constant motion and never feel like they're approaching a climax.
I've never seen Magnolia.
Oh,
It's so
man.
good.
It's something.
It's really... I sincerely wish that I could watch that movie for like 6 hours. Like, if Paul Thomas Anderson made a 6-hour cut of Magnolia, I would probably watch it and enjoy it for the whole time.
I just kind of got exhausted by the end. I don't know, man.
I mean, it's... Sure.
It's really good. I understand.
It's just...
I also think probably its best part's at the beginning.
Yeah. Nah.
You know?
I think it I don't know. Is a weird movie to talk about. I think its length is one of its biggest assets. I don't know how you make Magnolia work unless it's like 3 hours long, which so I'm glad that it is. Also,
Yeah.
it rains frogs at the end, and that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. It's not as good as There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, I sort of go back and forth on it. I think the way I feel is generally that There Will Be Blood is the better movie, but if you make me choose sort of an instinctual, like, emotional favorite, I'm probably gonna go with Magnolia. Just because Magnolia is so fucking crazy. It's such a crazy, like, achievement, and, like, the script to Magnolia is ridiculous. I don't know
Yeah.
how someone could keep track of writing it, let alone one person. Like,
Yeah,
don't.
Ryan, there's like, it switches between, like, at least half dozen points of view.
And it's all cohesive, and, like, they switch at really good times. There's, like, a fluidity to it, and they all sort of comment on one another, and I don't get how it works.
I'll have to watch it.
It's really good.
I'm
You know, it also has one of like 2 movies. He's directed one of like 2 movies that Adam Sandler's like good in.
Yeah.
I'm also a little cautious.
Funny
from any of
Games,
your-
I like that.
From any of your guys' recommendations now that after I watched Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
You were really bothered by Requiem for a Dream.
I think that movie is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch it again.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to watch every Fantastic movie more than once.
Like I want to actively go out of my way to avoid that movie for the rest of my life.
That shouldn't be too hard. I don't think
Because-
you're going to be in too many situations where you're forced to watch Requiem for a Dream.
I talked to one of my friends about it, and she said, I watch that movie like 3 times a year, and I was baffled. Like, I just don't understand how somebody can have
I
the
need to watch this
emotional-
now.
That's actually how a lot of people react when I told them that the first time I watched The Body, the episode of Buffy, I did not cry, and then I watched it a second time immediately afterward. Just of how impressed I was. I know a couple people who were like, "You fucking monster."
Like, I just don't... There's so much Jennifer Connelly, man. What?
She goes through a lot of shit in that movie.
Yeah! The vice president did some shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's, movies.
Do you have any movie like that, Evan? I'm sure you don't. You're
Hmm?
weird.
Oh, I'm weird. Yeah, I don't really cry at movies or like.
No,
feel-
not even cry, but like I didn't cry at Requiem for a
Well,
Dream.
yeah,
just
it's not a crime.
Do you have any movie that like
That I
you
won't watch?
actively don't want to see again, but you do like?
Don't want to see it again. No, there are movies I want to watch but don't, and it tears me up inside. I talked about that on the last podcast too. This fucking feminist French movie that's 3.5 hours of a woman slowly doing house chores. I always want to watch because it's clearly very good and very important and something I would like, but I always get like 25 minutes in and I chicken out. Too big a list to watch Gene Deal.
I just like the how, yeah, I chicken out of that movie, man. It was a little bit too intimidating.
It is!
I know.
It's the definition of intimidating.
So it's just her doing house chores for?
It's not just it's basically it's a feminist parable about she's a housewife and she it takes place over 3 days and she has like a son who she cooks meals for and she also she's like a prostitute and it's like her slowly breaking down over 3 days. So, the first day she does all her house chores really well, and the second day you can see her starting to slip, and then the ending, I won't say what it is, in case somebody decides to watch it, I don't know why you would, based on my
I'll watch
description, is sort of the culmination of that.
So you've never actually watched it all the way through?
No, I have wanted to for so long.
What's the exact hang up there? Just
It's just so... It's just hard, it's not even that when I'm watching it I'm really bored, it's just I'm so conscious of what I'm watching and how unpleasant it is, in a base sense, and the idea of having to watch it for that long, well, I'm sure is very much the desired effect of the movie, is just very intimidating. It's it's sort of, it's haunted me. It's haunted me for years.
Yeah.
I used to be that way with a certain couple, like movies with very graphic, violent sequences or torture sequences.
Yeah, but then you watched The Lesson of the Evil and just got over it.
Well, I used to be that way, and then I saw most of those movies and found that people exaggerated their intensity, so now I don't...
You know
really
when people
hang
exaggerate the intensity of all the time? Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
When the movie has maybe 5 minutes of actual violent material, the action scenes go out in 15 seconds most of the time.
just
It's
to
not-
open up old festering wounds.
Mhm.
Talking about long torture scenes in Japanese movies.
Actually, I
So
should
good.
just say up front that the movie that specifically I vowed to never watch, that I then watched and thought people exaggerated, was Audition.
Oh.
See that wound right there.
Yeah.
I just like to
Didn't
take
you
a
watch
moment.
Audition immediately after finishing Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah, that was a bad night. Well, no, I watched the
Bad
first. I watched the first half of Audition after watching Requiem for a Dream.
That's
That's such a good movie.
yeah.
I just want to take a moment to say that Evan Tongati, you can absolutely go fuck yourself with a rusty knife.
Or a needle.
Let's not talk about
I just
that.
remember when you were like, you came to me, I think, and you're like, hey, should I watch Audition? Is that a good movie? And I was like, yeah, that's a great movie. And then a couple minutes later, I was like, wait a second, I messaged you, and I'm like, do you have a thing with needles? And you were like, yeah, why? And I just couldn't stop laughing.
But this was like months before I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
watched the Audition.
Oh, yeah. Man, Audition's great. If you want to see a movie that is like a practical joke of a movie,
Like
the
like,
first
put it this
hour
way.
of Audition.
I watched the first half of Audition, and one day, and I watched the second half the
They were
next.
two very different movies.
I went to sleep happy after watching the
Yeah,
first
because it's
half
just
of
a romantic, like, drama, like, he's sort of dramedy.
I don't know how you
romantic
can look
dramedy.
at the cover of that movie and be like, this should be good. In terms of, like, this will be happy.
Yeah, I almost wish the
Clearly,
cover...
like,
I knew
that
that I was-
alone, I knew, like, some shit was gonna go down when I saw that
I
cover.
absolutely knew what was going to happen from hearing about the movie, but still, like, the vibe I got coming out of the first half of that movie, like, just put me in a good place after watching Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, and see, this says something about me. If I made Audition, I would not have that as the cover, nor would I cut any trailer that was anything but a romantic dramedy.
I want to talk to you a little bit, Evan, because I am actually writing a screenplay that Evan knows a little bit about.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about, like, I don't even know why, because it's not even going to get made into a movie, but I was
Right.
thinking about, like, how I would want the trailers to be
Yeah,
framed.
no, I do that a lot too. Don't worry.
And there's, like, I talked to you about, like, my two characters. I would want the one character who's not, like, the actual main character
Mhm.
to be portrayed as the main character in all of the trailers.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And then, like in scenes the person's not even in that the main character is in, and then, like, everybody, like, all those scenes actually in the movie are just with the main character.
That's actually, I spend sort of an unhealthy amount of time thinking about trailers to movies I write. Like, I make fucking story decisions based on how I want trailers to be.
Yeah.
It is not a productive writing idea.
I'm still researching names. I've gone in deep to this name thing, and it's just
Shouldn't spend that much time researching names.
I
Man.
know.
You know what? Go ahead.
I'm just researching names because I'm scared of the task of actually writing a movie, so I don't want to.
Right. It's fun. It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
You have to make everything in your own little perfect world.
Yeah.
Even if it's even if it's deliberately imperfect. It's perfectly imperfect,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Don't get too deep on me, Evan.
Okay, you can also write a bunch of, like, sex and violence.
Evan, have you noticed anything about the egg?
It got bigger.
Yeah.
So I take it, if left unchecked, that's going to pose an issue.
No, it just keeps getting bigger.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
How big?
Oh, also, once you get off this ladder, just do a kick move.
Okay. Ugh. That's,
Oh, man. That's pretty what?
How do I drink Estus flasks?
Okay, so
You just
Evan,
pour it on your face and absorb
go to
it.
your inventory.
My inventory?
Yeah. Go down. You should have some egg variums or
Yeah.
vermifuge. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's a relief.
yeah, look at me. Look at my face.
That's, delightful.
I'm pretty delighted. Alright. Okay.
The only penalty you really took was that it absorbed half the souls that you got.
I guess that's not that important. I'm sort of beyond giving a shit about souls.
Yeah, that's why if it was an issue, I would have told you straight up, but I just wanted you to get to the point where you could do a kick move and a maggot would come out of your head.
Oh, so that wasn't a stage 1 perk.
No, that was the final stage actually. You absorbed 100,000 souls into that thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. You absorb a bunch of souls and then you get the...
Yeah.
That's what I was
It-
getting half.
It continually gets bigger the more souls you absorb.
I see. Nope.
Is that guy a KKK member?
Yeah, that's how they look.
You should do the thing where they just jump off the edge.
I'll see if I can do it with this guy. Sometimes they just throw knives at you, though. Yeah, that's what this guy's gonna do, so... I'm just gonna roll up on him.
Do you
Good job.
do you have to go into the painted world?
No.
Okay, I thought that was optional.
So I never do.
Yeah.
Alright. Go through here. And there's gonna be a bonfire. And I think that's where we'll call it.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless... Well, I guess I could try and make a Dornstein and Smaug first. Let me...
Just gotta run there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the archers are in between there and here. I'll see if I can make it through the archers
On the first shot.
on the first shot. Then we'll coast on that to Ornstein and Smaug, and then we'll deal with them next episode.
Don't you have to invade that world?
Yeah, I mean that. I guess I could do that.
No, I thought that was like before.
No, you
Oh,
can
you-
do that anytime.
Okay.
Just in that room.
Gotcha.
Come on, come on, let's cut you up. Oh boy. There we go. Give me them souls. That's one of my, isn't that one of my catchphrases?
Give me them souls.
It might be gimme dem souls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't remember though. It's all but a hazy memory. I'm sure that's somewhere on the Shit Evan Says Twitter account though, which people should
Nah.
follow and other people should update. Both
Sorry,
you and
I'm sorry I can't relentlessly feed your
my ego.
Yeah.
Someone needs to. Both you and Clint have the account information to log into that too.
Do you both really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's lied dormant for months.
I updated it once in the past week, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Feeling good?
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I actually rested at the bonfire, did I? No. Alright.
Uh-oh.
That's not actually that big a deal, because I did use the thingy.
Yeah.
The elevator thing. This has been another episode of JRPG Historia Future Perfect. I'm Time Captain Evan, joined as always by Space Quartermaster Ryan, and
As always.
as sometimes by Virtual Stowaway Matthew.
Hip hip hooray.
JRPG Historia Future Perfect. Deactivate.
Skies away.
Loop.